I think it's underbought. I think it was oversold, so that the performance in the first quarter, which is spectacular, starts with the lows on Christmas Eve, actually. And I'd say there was a good $10 that should have been in the price that wasn't because of the sell-off. So notwithstanding that, the market is very constructive. It's fairly tight, and we think it's going to be in the $70 range through the second quarter and into the third quarter, depending on what happens, and a lot of variables between now and then.
Much more upside from 70 USD?
I think there's much more upside than downside, and the longer that we see oil taken off the market, either by the U.S. vis-a-vis Iran and Venezuela, or by OPEC plus, the longer it will take to really build inventory. So the longer that inventories really are at what I call a constructive level, the more likely it is that prices will stay in a high with upside risk rather than downside risk.
You mentioned Iran, and that's a big uncertainty for the market. What do you think the president is going to do when it comes to these Iran sanctions and the possibility of a waiver extension? Is that going to go forward?
So we know one thing. The government has said very clearly that of the 8 countries that received waivers in the last go-around in November, 5 of them will get waivers this time, 3 will not. I don't think we're going to know until we get closer to May 2 when the D-Day is, and that's because the president has a lot of options between now and then, and it depends on where the price goes, quite frankly.
What does he care about more, crimping Iranian output or keeping domestic oil prices stable?
Well, domestic oil prices lower than they currently are, I think, is one of the high priorities. But there's also a trade-off between sanctions on Venezuela and sanctions on Iran. So I think the higher priority at the moment is to make sure that the sanctions on Venezuela work, and if there are some countries that import from both Venezuela and Iran, I think it'll be kinder to them in terms of the Iranian waivers.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.